welcome to everyone. Today we are here to celebrate National Science Day, which is celebrated on 28th February each year in order to mark the discovery of Raman effect by Indian physicist Sir CV Raman on 20th February 1928. Now I would like to invite Jason from class 11th A to share his views on it.
Think like a proton, be positive. Any idea who said this? Fear not, as today we are going to learn a bit about Sir CV Raman and National Science Day. Greetings, one and all present here. Today I, Jason of class 11th A, is present before you all to talk a bit about Science Day, which is celebrated on the 28th of Feb. Let's start with the basics, that is, why do we celebrate Science Day? National Science Day is celebrated in India on the 28th of February each year to mark the discovery of Raman effect by Indian physicist Sir CV Raman on 28th February 1928. In 1986, the National Council for Science and Technology Communication asked the Government of India to designate February 28th as National Science Day. Hence, the event is now celebrated all over India in schools, colleges, universities, and other academic, scientific, technical, medical, and research institutions. The theme for this year has been announced as Future of STI Impact on Education Skills and Work. According to me, before we go ahead, we should know a bit about Sir CV Raman himself. Known mostly for his works in the field of light scattering, he was born to Hindu Tamil Brahmin parents. Sir CV Raman was a precious child, completing his secondary and higher secondary education from St. Aloysius Anglo-Indian High School at the ages of 11 and 13 respectively. His first research paper on diffraction of light was published in 1906 while he was still a graduate student. At the age of 19, when he joined the Indian Finance Service in Kolkata as Assistant Accountant General, there he became acquainted with the Indian Association for the Cultivation of Science, the first research institute in India which allowed him to do independent research and where he made his major contributions in acoustics and optics. 20th February 1928, a novel phenomenon of light scattering was discovered, which they called modified scattering, but more famously known as the Raman effect. He did a great discovery and globally became known for his contribution. Due to his discovery of the Raman effect, he was honored and awarded the world-famous Nobel Prize in 1930 in physics, and he was the first Asian to receive this award in physics. Respectfully awarded with the first Bharat Ratna awarded in 1954, and was also greatly honored with the Great Award of Russia Lenin Peace in the year 1956. For all those wondering what Raman effect is, fear not, here it is. It is a change It is known as the change in wavelength of light that occurs when a light beam is deflected by molecules. When a beam of light traverses a dust-free, transparent sample of chemical compound, a small fraction of light emerges in directions other than that of incident beam. Now that we know about Sir CV Raman and what is Science Day, let us get to know about the things that are done on this day. The celebration includes public speeches, radio, TV, science movies, science exhibitions based on themes and concepts, debates, quiz competitions, lectures, science model exhibition, and many more activities. Before we end, one important thing that remains is to know the objectives of Science Day, which is to spread message about the importance of science used in daily life of people, to display all the activities, efforts and achievements in the field of science for human welfare. It is celebrated to discuss all the issues and implement new technologies for the development in the field of science, to give an opportunity to the scientific-minded citizens in India, to encourage the people as well as popularize the science and technology itself. I would like to end this by quoting Sir CV Raman himself. I am the master of my own failure. If I never fail, how will I ever
Thank you,
learn?
Jason. Now I would like to invite Anelia to share her
Morning to
views.
respected Principal Madam, Vice Principal Sir, teachers, and my dear friends. Today, on the occasion of National Science Day, I, Andrea Maria Joseph, Class 9th A, is going to present an introduction. The 28th of February is celebrated as National Science Day in India to mark the discovery of the Raman effect by Indian physicist Sir CV Raman on 28th February 1928. In 1986, the National Council for Science and Technology Communication NCSTC asked the Government of India to designate February 28th as National Science Day. The event is now celebrated all over India in schools, colleges, universities, and research institutions. On the occasion of the first National Science Day, the NCSTC announced the institution of National Science Popularization Awards for recognizing outstanding efforts in the area of science and communication. The National Science Day is celebrated in India on every year on the 28th of February. The celebration also includes public speeches, science movies, science exhibitions based on themes and concepts, debates, quiz competitions, lectures, science model exhibitions, and many more activities. National Science Day is celebrated to spread a message about the importance of science used in daily life of the people, to display the activities, efforts, and achievements of the field of science for human welfare. It is celebrated to discuss all the issues and implement new technologies for the development of the field of science, to give an opportunity to the scientific minded citizens, to encourage the people as well as to popularize science and technology.
Thank you, Anelia. Our school encourages students to take part in various science related activities. Every year, students are encouraged to take part in examinations such as Olympiads, sport, etc. Students perform well and get certificates accordingly. Now we will watch a short video made by students of our school, Kunjan and Supriya, about the activities that are held in our school. Thank you so much, Supriya and Gunjan, for sharing this wonderful video. Now, I would like to call Vishaka to share her views.
Thank you, Saranga. If I ask you all what is science, probably all may say that science is something related to physics, chemistry, bio. But in true words, science is simply a word we use to describe a method of organizing our curiosity. It is magic that works. Any system of knowledge that is concerned with the physical world and its phenomenon and the entails and based observation and systematic experimentation. In general, a science involves a pursuit of knowledge covering general truths or the operation of fundamental laws. Science is not only about theory, it is also about activities and practicals we do. So now we would like to demonstrate some of the experiments done by our students and hope you will all enjoy it.
Hi, I'm Molly and I'm Sukriti, and today we are going to show two science experiments which are easy to do and are cool. So our first science experiment name is rainbow density. For this you will need honey, dish soap, water, oil, sanitizer, food coloring and clear container. First color your honey purple, dish soap blue, water green, oil yellow, or you can use mustard oil and red sanitizer. Then pour the liquid in the same order. First honey, then dish soap, then water. After that oil and then sanitizer. And be careful while pouring, otherwise the liquid may mix. The liquids stay apart. This happens because of the liquid have different density. You would have noticed that the thicker liquid have more density like honey and thinner liquid has less density like sanitizer.
Observe the traffic and the pollution. Where is the solution? See my own neighborhood this side, and it's not a matter to be taken light. I see the leaves and trees crying, and the burnt fallen leaves lying. I wish that it stops soon, otherwise we all have to take a refuge to the moon. Plant trees and take care of them, so that our life don't go in vain. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Molly and I'm from class 8th. Today I'm going to talk about how day and night form. So how day and night form? Let's see how day and night form. So here you can see there is the earth and here's the moon and here's the sun. So now I'm going to tell about how day and night form. So I have switched off the light so that can I show you how day and night form. So here you can see the sunlight is reflecting on earth, so it means that here is the day and here is the night. As I rotate the earth, then you can see now here is the night and here is the day. See, I'm rotating the earth and you can see here is the day and here is the night.
Good morning. Today I, Tanya,
And I, Harshit.
of class 12th are going to perform activity 5 of biology, and we have chosen the topic malaria. Now question arises, what is malaria? Now malaria is an infectious disease caused by a parasite called plasmodium that invades the red blood cells and the liver cells. The parasites are transferred to humans by the bite of an infected female Anopheles mosquito. Now, how does malaria cause disease? 4 different species of Plasmodium parasites cause most of the malaria in human beings. Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium falciparum, Plasmodium ovale, and Plasmodium malariae, with some species causing more symptoms than the others.
If you are bitten by a mosquito carrying malaria parasites, it injects them into your bloodstream in the form of sporozoites. A spore-like form, sporozoites travel in the blood until they reach and infect your liver cells. Over 5 to 16 days, the time depends on which species of malaria you have. The sporozoites multiply and mature, producing tens and thousands of young adults called merozoites. Inside each liver cell, for some species, the merozoites remain dormant but may reactivate weeks or even months later. When they are ready, the young adult parasites leave your liver cells for your bloodstream where they infect red blood cells. This begins a cycle of asexual reproduction in which broods of thousands of newly formed merozoites are produced and released over 1 to 3 days again and again. Time depends on which species of malaria you have. It is the release of broods of merozoites into your bloodstream during this stage that causes the periodic feverish symptoms of malaria. Importantly, not all merozoites are destined for asexual existence. Some develop sexually instead. This produced male and female forms gametocytes that your blood cells carry around in your bloodstream. Now, when another mosquito bites you, it ingests blood cells containing gametocytes. The mosquito digests the blood cells, releasing the male and female gametes, which fuse together and burrow into the mosquito's gut wall, where they mature inside oocysts. After 8 to 15 days, depending on the species, the oocyst bursts and sporozoites are released into the body cavity of the mosquito. From there, they travel to the salivary glands, leaving the mosquito primed to transmit malaria parasites to new hosts.
Symptoms of malaria. When you get bitten by an infected mosquito, it will most likely seem like any other mosquito bite. However, usually after a week or two, as the infection has take hold, the first noticeable symptoms start to appear. All four species of malaria can cause early or prodromal flu-like symptoms such as headache, slight fever, muscle pain, and nausea, which coincide with increasing number of parasites in your bloodstream.
How to avoid malaria? Take personal protection. Your first line of defense against mosquito bites are mosquito repellent and mosquito nets. These are recommended wherever and whenever there is a risk of malaria. Apply insect repellent in the early evening before the mosquitoes are out looking for dinner, and sleep behind insecticide treated bed nets. These are around twice as effective as untreated nets, and this combination gives you the maximum protection against mosquito bites. Thank you and have a good day.
My name is Pawan Kumar. I study in class 8B. Today's video is about light. Light is reflected from all surfaces. Materials required are a comb, a mirror, a white sheet. This is called reflection of light. As you can see, light travels along straight path. Ray of light is a straight fine path of light. Beam of light is bunch of rays of lights. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Hello everyone, I'm Srija Ghosh. I will show you an experiment today, so let's go check it out. There's no trick in this actually. So what I did was I dropped the ring, then it went like this, then it flipped. When it flipped, the ring fell down like this. That's why it got locked. So the only trick is to drop one end of the ring first, or the ring will just drop normally and not get stuck. But it would have been better if I was using a longer chain and a bracelet or something instead of a ring. I had to do it many times to get it right actually. So that's all. Thank you.
Hello everybody, I am Divyanshu from class 8th, Kendra Vidyalaya number 2, Colaba, Mumbai. I am here to tell you about holograms. What is a hologram? A hologram is a real-world recording of interference pattern which uses diffraction to reproduce a light field, resulting in an image which still has a depth, parallax and other properties of the original scene. It is a photographic recording of a recorded light field rather than an image formed by a lens. Holography is a technique that enables a light field to be recorded and later reconstructed when the original light field is no longer present due to the absence of the original object. On this principle, the hologram works. Now we have learned about hologram. Let's make a simple hologram. Now we have made our hologram and also tested it. Now let us see some interesting facts about hologram. If you cut a hologram in half, each piece still contains an image of the entire object. In contrast, if you cut a photograph in half, half of the information is lost. One way to copy a hologram is to illuminate it with a laser beam and place a new photographic plate such as that it receives light from the hologram and from the original beam. Essentially, the hologram acts like the original object. I am thankful to all the teachers for allowing us to participate, and Happy National Science Day.
On behalf of all my dear friends, I would like to congratulate our enthusiast students and participants of our school who helped in conducting this wonderful event. I would like to thank our dear Principal Ma'am, Mrs. Parmila Pal, and Vice Principal Sir, Mr. Muhammad Asif Hussain, who thought us capable to conduct such a great event. Lastly, I would like to thank our teachers whose ideas made this wonderful event take place. At last, I would like to conclude by saying a beautiful quote by Mr. CV Raman. In the history of science, we often find that the study of some natural phenomenon has been the starting point in the development of a branch of knowledge. Hope you all enjoyed the event. Thank you.